circuitry. It won't love me no more. We convinced my mother.
What a shame. What a shame. Wow, Richard's a homosexual. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good morning. Tuesday, September 6th. Oh yeah. Good morning, everyone. Now she knows. I think we all knew that Richard's a homosexual. Oh yeah. Now she knows. Top of the morning. Top of the morning, Mr. Birdman. Top of the morning. Oh yeah, now she knows.
That's right. Oh, poor little Witchy. Hey, Witchy. You gotta be careful of things you say, Richard. You never know who's video gating. You're on my video gate.
What happened to Richard? I heard Richard blew another tube, man. I heard Crackhead 127 blew another tube, man. What's up with that boy? When's he gonna learn how to use his amp?
Get out of here. Peace out. Yeah, he's got to go to McDonald's and catch the morning crowd. Let me describe to EA250. This is the way it's going to look. One day, he's going to lean over into that garbage can to find himself a McNightmare. And it's going to be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the shadows that the body casts are going to be facing a certain way. And as he sees his shadow changing because he bent over, he's going to notice a second shadow. And then he's going to hear a click.
I give him to 2017. I think that's it after that.
It sounds good. You're a show and prove kind of guy. When his brain mass is spotted, it ain't gonna go far. It's gonna go right in the fucking garbage where it belongs.
I give him to 2017. I think after that, you're not going to hear Richard. Between the monster and his drug addiction, I think 2017 is his number. That's going to be his lucky number.
Yeah, 250, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. Because the clock is always ticking, even now. It's just ticking away.
2017, Richard. Play those numbers.
Crush the junkie monkey. Imagine he's got a base station. And he's got an Ameritron. You ever see Richard's radios? They're disgusting. They're black from the crud and the drug resin from his fingers. All you gotta do is look at his videos, his own videos. In morning time, dog. Morning time, man. Stop stepping on.
I think I'm going to play that number. A bird. I think I'm going to play that number 2017.
The king.
I think that's going to be Richard's number, 2017.
Talk to. Yep. He's got quite the freaking history, man. Coming all the way out of Buck Lake. What happened, Richie? Maggie Pellegrino right after Channel 40. Maggie Pellegrino can't afford to have his ass waxed anymore. His wife got on his back. He's queer all around. Look at that. He's even queer for Mike. Poor little Richie. Poor little Richie. Mr. Richard V. Capuano was a crack cocaine possession for a broken taillight. I can't fucking believe it, man. You're a fucking loser. A loser.
Are we taking a collection for Richard so he can buy a tube? Are we all going to get take a collection for Richard so he can get a new tube for his amp?
Here you go,
How long do you think he's got to solicit in front of McDonald's to buy that tube? You figure what, $200? About 3 months, you figure?
I don't know, 259, but I'll tell you this much. In the past 4 months, I've buried 4 relatives. Right? 3 of the 4. One of them was burned. We put him in an urn. That cost the family $4,000. The other 3 got buried. It was an average, start to finish without the plot, was about $10,000 per body. The plots were like $18,000 each. So I don't know how he's going to pay for his funeral, if they're going to freaking cremate him and put him in a Pullman Spring bottle because the urn is too expensive, or what they're going to do. I know they got those places out west where they just dump the bodies like under trees, and they study the exposure rates in the rain and in the snow. They study the bodies so forensics can know how a body ages as it dies when it's exposed to the elements. Maybe they're going to put Richard in one of those farms.
Maybe they bury him back at McDonald's.
Right. Maybe the manager will feel pity for him and open up the trash can in the back and let him, rest in pieces in the back of the trash can. Yeah, man. I'm going to go get one of these. God damn it.
Richard, you need a tube, Richard. You're not even making my gates, Richard, man. It's pitiful. You're not even nowhere near the red, Richard. You got to get a tube. You got to start doing something, man. Hey, Richard, I can't hear you in my gates. Anyone here, Richard?
Come on. Yeah, crush the chunky monkey. Hey, 250. I find it amusing, man. I had long conversations with my wife about Richard. I I showed my wife a picture of Richard, and she looked at me. She's like, what the fuck is that? Not who the fuck is that? She said, what the fuck is that? I said, that's the alleged king of New York. You know what my wife said? My wife said, I never seen a king without teeth. Oh, there was. I got time.
So what's going on with his mouth? What's going on with his mouthpiece? Is he gonna get false teeth or what, man? Because I know he's got a lot of money coming to him, and the totals of around 24 million of frozen assets. What's ever going up on that money, man? Is he gonna get new teeth or what?
I don't know, man. But I'm still waiting for his cousin Matilda or Melinda or whatever the fuck he called her, that stuttering, mumbling fool with no teeth, who came out and said that his cousin was gonna get him a mouthpiece for Christmas. Right around the time when CK's video came out, where they put the two chiclets in Richie's mouth, and all he wanted was his 2 front teeth. I'm still waiting for his cousin Matilda.
Yeah, he was actually talking about eating steak. He was talking about eating steak on another channel to someone, and Richard said you don't need teeth to chew steak because he has gums. He has something like titanium gums. I guess when you're used to chewing on things for so long without teeth, I guess it makes your gums like cowhide, like leather. So yeah, he was kind of singing to that tune that his gums are like leather. But I was telling him, man, maybe on eBay or maybe if he goes to one of the local morgues, they might be able to get him a pair of dentures. I'm pretty sure we could work something out for Richard so he can start eating again.
Yeah, man, you're 100% right. You definitely need teeth to eat a steak. I don't care who cooks it, how tender it is, how juicy it is, how much it might flake, because brisket flakes. If you don't got teeth, you can't eat it. You can't even eat chicken. You gotta have teeth. Richard ain't got no teeth. And as far as helping him out, I told him, I'll go on eBay and I'll buy him some fucking dentures if he wants, and he can put them in his mouth. Otherwise, he could buy him a Ninja, and he could put a steak in it, and he could, make the steak into minuscule pieces and perhaps suck it up with a McDonald's straw. McDonald's has these straws for the milkshakes. They're like thick, they're like wide, and perhaps he might be able to suck up a piece of steak. Their voice getting a little high-pitched and twangy. Why is...
Yeah, Roger. Well, whatever he does, he definitely needs some kind of dentures, man. And I was telling him if he just did the right thing and came clean and went to the Barclays Center, that I'll even give him money for a tube. I'll give him money for a tube, and I'll give him a down payment on a brand new set of teeth. But he doesn't want to comply there. Hey Bird, he doesn't want to comply with my offer. I told him the Barclays Center, man. He just doesn't want to show up. I guess that's fair and common sense on his part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand, man. In my opinion is that you don't, waste your energy waiting for him to come to the Barclays Center, because the fact of the matter is that Richard is incapable of crossing Washington Avenue. He can't do it. He cannot enter the perimeter of Fort Greene, Brooklyn. He knows that he can't do it. Coming through Pacific Street on the back end, he can't do it. Trying to come around, he can't do it. He knows, so he ain't coming down that way. He also knows that, the 81st precinct there, right off the, let me get it straight. It crosses the 4th and 5th Avenue. There's a precinct right there, about 3 blocks from the Barclays Center. I think it's the 81st precinct. He knows that he can't come that way, so he ain't coming, man. He's not coming. And he won't leave his little shit rat place because he's got the cameras above him. So he gets on the radio and he shit talks. But you're right, you know, all the offers who made him for teeth and medication and doctors, you know, big man pulled him out of homelessness. And he called him a nigga, played out. You know, this is a person who he just needs to stop breathing, and that's it.
Well, I think that's where 2017 comes in. I think that's his date. That's when he's gonna clock in, right, Richard? 2017. That's my prediction.
Yeah, they keep talking about this 59 Thompson Avenue. I don't understand whose address that is. You know, not that I can't find out, because you know me, I get fucking addresses and phone numbers. I get pictures of wives and daughters and put them on the internet. And people are like, oh, Birdman, fuck me up. I'm gonna call my lawyer. Where? But, he keeps putting out this 59 Thompson Avenue. If you guys really think it's my residence, you should come knock on the door. I'll invite you in for Anderson cookies and espresso. I don't understand who lives there. Yo, 250, do you know who lives at 59 Thompson Avenue in Oceanside?
No, sir. I have no idea. And I don't know where he makes up these stories that you're on Lower Sideband on 38. He claims I'm over there. I don't go on Sideband. I have no need to. And he still makes these claims that me, you, and others at various times he catches on Lower Sideband on 38. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm on 38 when I'm on the radio, because I've been very busy like you. I'd probably say from the middle of March up until now, I've been non-stop. But my home channel, he knows it because it's on my videos. My home channel is 38 Lower Sideband and Channel 6. He knows that, so, but I ain't been on in months. I haven't turned the base station on in months. You know, because I got a job and shit, you know. I got a wife to fuck. I got a house to take care of, you know. I got 5 cars on 250. That's a lot of oil changes, you know what I'm saying?
Roger, understood.
Good morning, 250. Good morning.
Good morning. I think I was Rabbit out there. Good morning. If that's you, Country Rabbit, I thought I heard Rabbit out there. Good morning. All right, so that's you're active on that frequency when you are. All right, but he claims I'm over there. So let me speak for myself. I do not operate on 38 Lower Side there, Richard. So you got to get your information right. Get your facts right, Richard. Stop making up lies.
Yeah, I guess all 5 of his badges are feeding him wrong information. Understand? Because, you know, he was right paying into the president, and he went to the moon with the monkey, and he actually worked on the Sputnik, if you remember. And he got 5 badges, and all 5 of them are feeding him wrong information.
Wait a minute. Didn't he say he had a teacher's license at the age of 11 because he was a child genius? Yet he can't even spell right. You see all the graphical errors when he has to write something on his YouTube videos. All the mistakes that he makes. Wasn't he a genius at the age of 11?
His spelling, his punctuation, articulation, his entire English writing skills are that of a second grader. Even a second grader who is an English language learner, immigrated to the United States, has better grammar than Richard V. Capuano, the 2 discontinued 127.
Yeah, I don't even hear Richard, man. I don't know if it's because his tooth. I don't know because his lack of teeth, lack of power, or I don't know what it is. But I don't hear Richard. Richard's not even making my gates today. Hey, you know what's funny? Because if you watched, I don't know if you ever look at or watch Weasel's Gate last Friday, how I dismantled both Richard and his lucky boyfriend, 206, man, in Weasel's Gate up in the Bronx, man. I was doing 10 S units over both of those 2 clowns. And, you know, they're both going to make excuses that, you know, I'm close, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, I thought that was hilarious. Up in the Bronx, I just destroyed both of those monkeys.
Yeah, 10-4, man. Pete Weasel up there in the Bronx uses some pretty nice equipment to make his video gates both receive and transmit. I gotta hand it to the man. But as far as this is concerned, I know where Weasel's at. I got a good idea where you're at, and I got a real good idea where 127's at, and I'll be the first to tell you that there is no distance advantage for 250 going into the box. It's just not the case. He's got to contend, like I know he's got to contend with some of the largest skyscrapers in the planet. So for him to be dropping 10S units, and he's doing something right. Unlike Richard, who's not keying the microphone because he was overdriving his Ameritron and now he's got to cool it down.
Yeah, that's 10 S units over those two. That's a 20 over. But yeah, no, I know. When you have to deal with skyscrapers, it's like basically being out in the country dealing with mountainous terrain, and there's no advantage for me. When you're in the city, there's no advantage. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You drove in the city. You know, you ever try to deal with these tall buildings in a mobile? It's not happening. I mean, you could be heard, but you're at such a disadvantage that it's sometimes not even worth it. But yeah, that's those are the obstacles I have to deal with you know, skyscrapers that are 20, 30 times even more the height of my building. But it's all good, man. Like I told Richard, all he has to do is ask, and I shall teach him. But he's got to come clean. If he just gets off the pipe and admits that he has a problem, maybe he'll be on the right path to success. And he needs test equipment, man. I made that clear yesterday when I was talking to a local, that Richard has no type of test equipment to perform any kind of alignment or any kind of real repair on radios. And he wasn't too happy when I said that. And I told him all he's got to do is pan the camera on any test gear and prove me wrong. But I told him before he could come out here and make claims that he's the best thing since apple pie, and he's the most feared and most envied technician out here, he has to prove that he not only has the credentials but the tools to utilize in the proper alignment and repair of two-way radio equipment. And I made him feel very silly yesterday. And as a matter of fact, after the conversation, Richard disappeared.
Well, yeah, because Richard is a fraud, you understand? All one gotta do is get on YouTube 250, and they gotta go back into my videos about 3-4 years ago, and look for a video called Take It to the CB Shop, and look for the video right under it, which is called TRC 453. And you know, if people don't understand from those two videos, they're never going to understand from your vernacular, because incoherency with visual, you know, just can't get through to them.
Roger that. Roger that. So, you know, like I explained yesterday to a local, that the reason why dollar vans even deal with Richard is because he's convenient, well, number one, which is the greatest reason. And number two, that he's extremely cheap. And he basically give him anywhere between $10 to $20 for any kind of repair. And there's numerous times where I heard Richard actually threaten to keep the radio if they didn't come up the other half of the money, which is usually the other 10. So, you know, they're punking him, man. And these are his so-called customers. Now, if you got customers that don't respect you because you're dirty and you smell and you're a delusional crackhead, what's the sense of even being out here?
I agree. He might as well kill himself. Anyway, 250, it's about that time where I gotta roll my sleeves up and pay my taxes so Richard can stay home and plunge needles and freebase the spoon all day. 250, top of the morning, I'm 10-7.
All right, Birdman, you have a good one, brother. You have a good one. Drive safe and make that money, man. I'm gonna be doing that myself. I'm gonna have my last cup of Java, and I gotta head out myself. You have a good one, Birdman. Until next time. You know it is. Enforcer 250, somewhere around the lower deck. with my stock barefoot General Stonewall Jackson, and I just got down. Nice and quiet. Crackhead, junkie, monkey, storytelling free. I don't hear Richard at all, man. That's a shame. He's not even making my gate.
Instead of talking, you know, all his subject is always about Richie. Richie this, Richie that. He loves Richie. Yeah, he loves Richie. He wants the whole Richie discount. Married couple still. Yeah, Forza spends the whole morning talking about Richie this and Richie that, what he can't do, what he can do, what he does, because he's
I never knew I was out here a whole morning. Doesn't the whole morning constitute up to 12 o'clock in the afternoon? Well, if you had any understanding of my show, it's only between the hours of 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. That doesn't constitute the whole morning. So stop your talking and stop your crying and stop your buying. If you want to be another Richie supporter, that's your prerogative. But, you know, if you want this to be a Save the Crackhead Day, that's your prerogative. But, you know, you can't feel sorry for that junkie monkey. You just got to do what you got to do out here. Because I know this is a whole lot of envy and jealousy out there. But it's all good, man. Because I do it all with a barefoot stock radio. Anyway, let me get finish the last cup of my Java there before it gets cold. And I'll be right back. They call me a Forza 250 somewhere around the lower deck. My 5-watt, 5-pound steel hammer. General Stonewall Jackson, and I just got down. Hey, Rabbit, you sound kind of off frequency, Rabbit. What'd you do?
Nobody cares.
You sound off frequency, Rabbit. What'd you do, man? What happened, Rabbit? Rabbit, that you out there?
A couple of thousands over here.
I don't know. People buy the radios and play noise toys instead of talking. What a shame. The mind's a terrible thing to waste. But just let them know I said crush. Just let them know. Hey, 909. Good morning.
It's not 909. It's 314 mobile.
314. Oh, that's right. You're the other 314. Sorry about that. You sound, from a distance, you sound like 909. Good morning there, brother.
Morning. Yeah, I do, because everybody confused me with him.
Roger that. Good morning to you once again.
Yes, Mr. Tarzan, you're looking for Jay? 825, you listening? Big one now for radio check.
Radio's working there.
Okay, now you understand me? Let's count your head. Do you understand me now?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you now, country.
Shut up, man. Hey, 250, you say you You understand Country Rabbit now?
I hear you. I don't know if you hear me. I hear you, Country Rabbit. No problem.
I hear you.
You got mud ducks out there trying to take out my signal, man. I got a couple of brain damage victims out there with noise toys that don't have the intellect to talk, but just key up the mic and make these stupid noise toy sounds. But yeah, I hear you. No problem, Rabbit. You sounded good.
Okay, appreciate it.
Like I always say, the mind's a terrible thing to waste. I'll be back. Yo, what the fuck we doing? Yeah. What the deal around? He's going on the yard, man. What the fuck is he doing? He always gonna run some more than he wants to jump up. Oh, yeah, nice and quiet. You gonna go, you trying to make a right, he going to, why would you sit, he sat in the yard the whole fucking time, and wait for the line board, and he starts, I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Right back. He was like he was blocking you from doing your thing. I'm trying to go around. I'm like, yo, too many trucks going up. We're going now for a radio check. Big smoke. Anybody copying this radio out there? Charlie.
Charlie. Charlie.